To say that Arknights Endfield is in a rocky position right now would be a massive understatement, besides the fact that they just ignored a huge shitstorm that has been going on recently due to the PayPal situation and the lack of compensation, which speaks volumes as how the company does business with its consumers. And also, well, guess what? The fact is that the stinginess of the gacha system right now, well, actually, it's not the gacha system. Here's the thing, man. I think I want to clarify something before we go, because I've seen a lot of players have confusion is what I mean by the gacha system is actually good. The math and how you approach the gacha system can be interesting and slightly better than the already existing Hoyo formula. The stinginess of the devs is a whole different can of worms that I'll be honest with you, it doesn't matter how the system is. It doesn't matter if it's like the Hoyo formula. It just sucks. Period. Like, stinginess just sucks. So unless Arknights Hyperglyph are gonna get their heads out of their asses, we kind of have a huge problem when it comes to Arknights Endfield as a product currently. I love Arknights Endfield. I would love to keep playing Arknights Endfield, but here's something that also annoyed me about Arknights Endfield is the mandatory requirement for me to do the base stuff, which should be secondary in comparison to what I was introduced to, which is the combat, the combos, the interaction. I don't know why we can't climb, stick to walls, double jump too. It also feels like it's mechanically restricting. I don't know why, but I guess it is. There's some level of not completion of the game, or maybe it'll be added later. So that's also something to keep in mind, is that Arknights Endfield is at its 1.0. I remember a game not being received positively in their 1.0, but look at it now. We all love it. I'm holding my breath for Arknights Endfield. I'll be honest with you. I would love for this game to succeed. I would love for this game to be the new gacha that overtakes all the others. Like, I'm down for that, but we do need the devs to get their heads out of their ass for that one. Now, the one thing that definitely annoys me personally currently in my own experience in the Arknights Endfield is definitely the mandatory base system. Tutorials that are mandatory for progression is just dumb to me. It broke my immersion, and right now, I'll be honest, I don't feel like logging in as much. I kind of want to wait, see how the devs are also going to do by the players. If they don't do right by us, I'll be totally real. I might just drop the game. I might just drop the game completely. Because if we don't get compensations and free stuff that's going to enable rerolling, which is an important aspect of starting a gacha game, I'll be honest with you, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Unless someone is literally going to take my account, make it golden, I don't think I want to go through all that headache. And anybody that's going to come here and say, well, that just means the game is not for you. I think the game, you're doing the game a disservice if you want the game to remain as niche as possible. A game should be open, and a game should be trying to reward all types of players, all of them. And the first thing you do when you log into Arknights Endfield is you're introduced to the combat system, not the base system. So the combat system is their selling point. That's what the characters do. Like, when you obtain new characters, that's what you do with them. That's literally the product they want you to use. It's in the combat. So anybody that's going to try and make it so that the base system is good to be mandatory and that the combat system being a subsystem to the factory system is beyond crazy to me. Like, why? No, just allow the combat, which is known mainstream to be very appealing to gamers, and have the factory system as this rewarding system. I like it because it removes mint picking. It's good. It's very interactive, but shouldn't be mandatory. Should not be mandatory, because let me enjoy the combat. Let me try and get these characters, and then I will explore it regardless, because here's the thing. These games run out of shit to do eventually, so I have to explore other stuff in the game. And at that point, I will explore the factory, especially when I know the factory system can help me further progress and craft these, well, for lack of better words, anime bitches that I need. So I've seen this video from Life. I like this guy. I freaking adore this guy. I don't know if you guys can see it. LifeLessonsGaming. I freaking adore this guy. Really love this guy. And I've been waiting to watch some more of his content for a long time. The video is not feeling Arknights Endfield. Watch this. I'm not feeling Arknights Endfield Life right now. You got the floor. Save me, man. Save me. I would love to get more into it.
I played over 100 hours of the closed beta test before launch.
Oh, the beta. Okay. I was like, where did you get 100 hours from? Okay.
I'm surprised by how much this game is unapologetic in its approach. It doesn't attempt to cast as wide of a net as other gacha games. It's kind of refreshing, honestly. But
how? How, Sway? How? No, a wider net is good. We get to have a bigger community. We get to have more players. It can go mainstream. You kind of want that for your games.
While I applaud them for sticking to their guns, the question still remains, how will you feel about it? If I may be so bold, this game feels like a social experiment in action, and the
True.
are going to be very intriguing nevertheless. I'm going to attempt to explain what this game seems to be doing, and ultimately, the reasons why.
Let me just make sure everything is fine on OBS. All right, good. Apologies, editor.
result will be that many will quit early due to the experiment, but perhaps those who get to the end of this video will find that their perspectives on a game have been changed. Perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races, one after the other.
Indeed.
Walter Elliott. Whether you're waiting to play or have already started, there's something you will notice soon. This game has a lot of tutorials.
It's not a lot of tutorials. They're mandatory. They're a nuisance. See, here's the thing. I think there's like these training things. You can get asterisks from them when you get for all the new characters. You don't have to do them. They're not mandatory. Oh, this shit is mandatory. I don't know why, but it is.
This will likely be the first hurdle for many players. However, this appears to be an intentional and deliberate decision on the part of the developers.
I think that's giving them too much credit. I think they're just being retarded. That's what I think. I think they're just being stupid.
Let me explain. I have to give them credit. The tutorials are very well made. Whether it's fighting systems, game mechanics, or the factory itself, all are made with intentionality.
True.
The systems might seem like a lot at the beginning due to the tutorials that comprise a large part of the beginning of the game. But I believe the developers are doing two things with that. They're trying to encourage people to be patient, teaching them the value of being intentional and methodical to inevitably experience the satisfaction of creating something. Creating things is not an easy process, and oftentimes, games automate that process for us. This game, however, is essentially trying to gamify that process. While many people might grow impatient with the system, those who treat the system for what it is will be rewarded with a satisfaction that short-term dopamine hits will not match.
We have real life for that. I have the gym for that. I have risen up a woman for that. Well, a real lady, not a bunch of hoes. All right, hoes, that shit is instant. But talking about a real lady, like, you gotta sweep her off her feet, right? You gotta take your time with that. We got real life. Looking for a job or doing your job for a whole month just that you finally get that salary. That we have real life for that, man. We have dieting. I can't eat whatever. Like right now, I'm eyeing some stuff. I can't eat it because I got to diet. I got to make sure I put on a couple pounds. I got to watch out. It's winter. Like before you realize it, you eat a bunch of crap. We got real life for that. Games should be an escape from real life. And let's face it, all of us are brain rotted now. And I think discipline and that level of discipline should be applied in very important things in life and not a fucking video game that should be an escapism from real life. When I play a video game, I want to turn my brain off and just do things. Like I just want to hack and slash and do combos and, I don't know, like look at anime girls and dudes as they do shit, like summon dragons and throw blasts and stuff.
This philosophy is integrated in many aspects of the game. The story, for example, starts off a tad bit slow, but what I appreciate about it is that the characters are very fleshed out and you feel it the entire way. So that even though the main plot might not hit you at first, you get time to appreciate the characters. And when you can appreciate the characters, it doesn't matter what's happening in the plot because you already invested in who's a part of it. When it comes to building, you have to intentionally, methodically, and manually place your power lines as well as your zip lines.
All those words and stuff. I don't want to look at them words and stuff. I don't want to, bro, I don't even know what Wuthering Waves words mean. And you telling me I have to learn all these words? Oh, a shredding unit. What? What? Why? Oh, you have to relay. This is in real life. Like, I don't have one on hand. Like, I don't have to use those relays. Like, I don't have to. It's a video game. So what? You can have boobs that jiggle like crazy. That's not like real life, but this has to be like real life. About
your placement in order to benefit in the long term. The importance of this is because there are things littered throughout the map that teleporters don't automatically make the easiest. However, when you have reached the point of placing your power lines and your zip lines, you'll...
By the way, the character on screen is so fucking cute.
...be able to look back at everything you accomplished. And...
like, they're trying to make her sexy, but like, that's cute sexy, not sexy sexy.
...an immense sense of satisfaction. That was the case for me anyway. That leads me to quite possibly the most contentious part of this entire game design, the factory. Originally, I wasn't that interested, to be honest.
Me too.
I heard that Arknights...
I still am not. Well, I kind of am, but at a later date, when I can just take full advantage of it through a blueprint I can copy from a friend, and then it can give me a bunch of free stuff. That's when I'll be interested. But for me to do all that shit, no, not mandatory at least. Like, leave it in the back burner. Let me continue with the story, but they're not letting me because I have to apparently level up my my base. I have to level it up to continue. So I was like, oh yeah, you take your time, and I'll be right back as you level up. Oh, you gotta wait, by the way, for the process to happen. So you're not real life. You're not real life. Well, not life, the creator, but this isn't reality, man. Get out of here. It's a video game. I'm supposed to just log in, turn my brain off, have fun, and that's it. I'm supposed to plan this shit here. No, I'm planning my life. Not my life. My life. Your name is, why did it have to be you in this particular topic? Life. Fuck.
And after trying the combat, I actually enjoyed it. It's not easy, but it's also not super difficult. Most of the difficulty of the combat is mainly in the strategy, which I think a lot of people will appreciate.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily Dark Souls. Now, mind you,
Thank
there
God.
are very challenging bosses. You do have to die.
I like this guy. That was a good battle.
But I just say that the majority of the skill.
I like the combo system. By the way, I think a lot of stuff in Arknight should be implemented by Uwe, for example. I would love that.
It's going to come down to strategy, which is something I think people can, especially if they're fans of like turn-based games, they'll be able to pick up on a lot easier. The factory, however, while potentially daunting to those who aren't used to the system, was surprisingly enjoyable. Continuing with this philosophy of long-term satisfaction, once you learn how everything works, you actually get a sense of enjoyment from optimizing your factory, as well as your factory layouts. You'll learn through trial and error the best ways to set up your factory, as well as the best type of factory to set where. I found the experience rather cathartic. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't knock it till you try it. As I said in the beginning,
I tried it like 2 days in a row. I was like, yeah, evil is winning. I think I have one more in me, but evil is winning right now.
The developers of this game, of course, want it to succeed. But when it comes down to it, not
who's this character
meant for everybody. A house divided against itself will fall. I believe the developers realize this, and as a result, are planning to build, no pun intended, a strong audience, not just a big one. This philosophy persists throughout the entire game, in my opinion. Now, this might come across as me trying to, overhype the game or something, but...
No, it feels like you're somewhat telling me that the devs is encouraging sunk cost fallacy to an even greater degree, and that's okay. No, all gacha games encourage sunk cost fallacy. That's why they give you incentives to log in every day so that you develop a habit, so that way they kind of got you. This encourages and strengthens the sunk cost fallacy, because here's the thing. This is fun in other video games that don't have predatory tactics. In predatory tactic having games, this is not okay. Because, yes, fair for some, not for others. That's right. That's right.
I'm just speaking from my personal perspective. This is what I experienced when I was playing it. The last bit of this discussion will be revolved around the most contentious part of the entire game, and understandably, it's the gacha. I'm not here to discuss the exact metrics or the percentages or anything like that, even though I do have a solid understanding of them. What I think is most important at this point is understanding the philosophy behind it. There are many people who weren't necessarily happy with it because the pity doesn't carry over. However, I think
it's fine. It's fine. Like, even if it's just for the 50-50, it's a sacrifice we can take, and it's not as bad as I once thought it was. Because I thought like that goes to nothingness, to the void. It's not necessarily the case, and it shouldn't be like that, but I can deal with it and I can take it because I know there's other systems that are way better than the ones I already know. So it's a sacrifice that shouldn't be there, but it's there, but I can tolerate it.
The issue is that people have to have a mental shift from other gacha they have played in the past.
Yes.
The original Arknights had a similar philosophy where people would save up to 3 months at a time. Apparently, the game had enough content to where they didn't feel the need to pull every single time a banner hit. The current state of the gacha in Endfield seems to
I think it's a power creep. I think Arknights didn't have much power creep. Is that you can literally keep the characters you have and you keep upgrading them and like it's fine. Like you can keep navigating the system just fine. And that's where Arknights Endfield is going to land. Like, can we do that? Is it going to be the case in future patches? Remains to be seen.
Building pity. And it sometimes even penalize it. It appears to encourage waiting until you've built your guarantee.
Again, like the factory system. They're going strong for that, but here's the thing. We have real life for that. Yeah, I have my life. I have to wait for some shit right now. I can't get instant gratification. I have to save money. I can't go out. I can't date. I can't have a semblance of a social life as much as I'd like to because I have to save my resources to be able to do things because of the RNG I've been dealt. So I have to fix my RNG. And for me to do that, I have to be patient and do all these sacrifices to hopefully break out of this dark cycle I'm in. So I have real life for that. So when it's over, okay, I finished my day. I just want to do things. Like I don't want to do more planning and do more sacrificing. No, I just want to have fun. This is not fun. And that's it. Therein lies the problem. This is a video game. It's a video game. Fuck. I'm supposed to just sit here, have fun, and leave. Damn.
This system has an unknown benefit that not many people have considered. It's basically de-incentivizing gambling practices. I've said this many times that I don't consider gachas gambling explicitly. The reasons for this is because they do have a guarantee. Because a guarantee exists, it's technically not gacha because it is very much a quid pro quo, this for that. You save up this many pools,
you will get it.
This thing.
Yes.
Guaranteed.
Yes.
Most people just think about the 50-50 mainly. But what the game's actually telling you is for like
shouts out to the Bakugo poster in the wall there. I like
a
it.
lot of games, You can guarantee this character in at least the games that I played in 160 pulls, basically, right? Or 180 pulls, but give or take, depending on which game you're talking about. This one is saying you can guarantee the character in 120. Now, yes, the inner workings of these systems is different, but generally speaking, because that exists, I don't consider it explicitly gambling.
Sure.
However, does that mean you cannot gamble? No.
Yes, you can.
You can still gamble, even though there are systems to make it not a gamble. Let's make that clear. Arknights takes this whole thing a step forward, in my opinion, by creating one of the least dopamine-inducing and encouraging gacha systems that I've seen. Anything that de-incentivizes gambling practices is okay in my book.
True.
However, we do need to wait maybe like a month or two to get a proper understanding of how this system works and whether it's really as competitive as it should be.
Exactly. I totally agree with him. This is the same take I have towards the gacha system. The problem currently is the stinginess of the devs, which regardless of any gacha system it would have been, like Hoyo, like whatever, is an L and a huge red flag for any players that are thinking of continuing playing the game, especially as a collector. If you don't care about the gacha system or getting the anime girls, you're golden. But I think it's safe to say that that's a minority of players. Like, typically, it's a gacha game, you know, you kind of want to spend on the gacha, right? You kind of want to get the new stuff and work on the new stuff. So I'm just saying.
With that being said, I don't want to detract from the main point of this video, which is that perseverance and patience appear to me to be the philosophy behind this game,
thus making it a bit of an L in my opinion.
And those who are willing to persevere in the arguably short term, which will be just the beginning of this game, we will likely be met with an overall enjoyable experience in the long term, because you'll be able to appreciate the game systems, the story, the characters.
You know what? I have a test for you. We're gonna take me as a test subject. I'm gonna give my account to someone that can do this. They're gonna take this part and do it and give me then the account back. And I'm gonna do the rest of the satisfactory part. And I bet you that I will have as much fun as the other guy would have had. If anything, for me personally, if I had went through this hard shit, I wouldn't have as much fun because I'm just like, I'm tired, boss. I don't wanna do this anymore. I'm tired. Like this is just a nuisance. Every time I'm gonna see the factory system, I'm gonna be like, oh, and that's what's gonna happen.
Because nobody who's willing to go through all these tutorials is going to end up coming out on the other end not some type of dedicated to the game.
Me. Hi, I'm the exception to the rule you just laid out, man. No, fuck that. Nope. I don't give a flying damn, bro. Nope. I come out of that. If I'm not getting my dick sucked after that, I don't know about you, but I kind of want to click off, man. I went through all that. I don't even get a guaranteed 6-star. Oh, wait, you get the standard, random. And I heard the Amber DeLuca sucks currently because she doesn't synergize. And that's the character I'm eyeing. So, like, for me as a player currently, everything is in Endfield is telling me, fuck you. I was just here like, why? What are you saying fuck me for? It's so weird. And why does it have to be this niche? It shouldn't be. Like, I didn't have any problem with any gacha game prior to this one. Like, why? It's so strange to me. And people that are saying, good, fuck you then. It's so strange. It's so weird. Like you're defending this weird practice when if they were just to change it a bit, would be great for all of us. It's so weird to me.
Let's be honest. I personally will be there. And I look forward to—
Lucky you. I'm jealous, kind of.
If you got to this part of the video, I just want to say thank you a lot. I am actually a lore content creator.
He is, yes.
I want to let you all know that if that is something you're interested in, you are more than welcome to join this community.
Hell yeah.
I make content for—
I adore this guy. Seriously, I like, comment, subscribe to life, man. Awesome. Just awesome creator. And I think he should make more videos like this. This was awesome.
Waves primarily. I've done some story content and things like that for Honkai Star Rail. And I've heard some really good things about Arknights, the original game. And so I'm looking forward to similar things happening with this one. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We have a very chill community, so no worries there. We just, like I said, we just like to enjoy the game, basically. That's what we—
That's good.
We enjoy the game.
That's good.
So, like I said, you guys are more than welcome to be a part. This is Life, and this is Life Lessons Gaming, where we discuss games, game stories, and lore. And regarding liking, commenting, and subscribing, hey you, do the thing.
He's right. Do the thing, man. Do the thing. So yeah, I guess first of all, I hate your life because you get to enjoy this and I can't. You're the target audience and I'm not. Kind of jealous there, bucko. I'm not gonna lie. Lucky you, you bastard. So I guess First of all, I hate your life because you get to enjoy the game and I can't. I'm kind of jealous. I'll admit I kind of am, you bastard. But I guess for me personally, because I represent like your casual classic gamer, man. I think throwing a greater net is actually something a game should aspire to do. And if you want what's good for the game and the company, well, it's kind of what they should be doing. And it gives a bigger community. It engages a lot more players. We get to have more people. It's good. It's great. But I guess that's maybe it's like you said, but then again, other companies did exactly the wide net and they benefited off that too. It's like it's a clear, good marketing strategy. It works and everybody's happy through it. Like, I don't know why these guys are trying to set themselves apart. Maybe they're trying to be cute and doing something different that hopefully is going to rack in and prove itself to be a better strategy than the others. Maybe that's what they're going for. The only one that makes sense to me personally, but we'll see, man. We'll see. So far, right now, I have to admit, Arknights Endfield is kicking my ass. It is. It's kicking my ass. And what's kicking my ass the most is knowing the devs behind the products, because this is not a game you play for 2-3 days and you leave. This is a game you kind of want to play for months and months and months. And knowing in the back of my mind that the devs are behaving in this particular fashion and not compensating the player base and not showing appreciation towards the player base the way they should, because one tentpole is I wipe my ass with a tentpole, I'll be totally honest with you, is a bit of a no-no. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and be seeing you.